All right, so today we're going to be talking about the 1991 film New Jack City. Poster shot right here. This film was directed by Mario Van Peebles, who was the son of the legendary Melvin Van Peebles. Mario Van Peebles has gone on to direct other films such as Panther and the tribute film to his father, Badass. New Jack City follows the story of an undercover New York cop named Scotty, played by Ice-T. His whole agenda throughout the entire film is to take down the notorious drug lord Nino Brown, played by Wesley Snipes. Now, when we first meet Nino Brown in the movie, he is already a drug dealer. However, he is introduced to crack by his younger brother, G Money, played by Alan Payne. He sees this opportunity as a reason to capitalize on the product. Upon doing so, this guy is ruthless, and I'm talking ruthless. I mean, his tactics as far as taking over the city are pretty convincing. Now, the first thing he does is wipe out his competition, and then he takes over an apartment complex called the Carter in order to start his drug empire. His influence on the city becomes extremely toxic, making him a target for the police. They start to whine in on him, and then that's when the story really gets into it. Mario Van Peebles also has a role in the film as the chief of police who puts Ice-T on the job to take down Nino Brown. He teams him up with Judd Nelson, and then the two collaborate and come up with a scheme in order to infiltrate Nino Brown's empire to see if they can put a stop to Nino Brown's reign on the city. Now, Ice-T decides to recruit a former drug addict who he helped out with sobriety in order to infiltrate Nino Brown's empire and take him down. This drug addict is played by Chris Rock. Now, let's talk about Chris Rock for a minute. God damn. Now, if I hadn't seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker back in the day, I never would have thought this guy was an actor. I would have thought that they pulled this guy on the street and paid him in crack in order to shoot his scenes. Chris Rock is just bugged out, man. Like, damn. Like, his eyes in the film, like, I really thought that he was a drug addict. That's all I'm saying. Scotty is finally able to infiltrate Nino Brown's empire through his younger brother, G Money. As the two grow closer, Nino Brown lets some things slip. This is where things in the film go from business to personal. Now, Mario Van Peebles pays homage to a lot of the old school gangster movies in this film. The lighting, the clothing, everything rings true to the old classic film noir. The movie opens with a beautiful skyline of New York just before we get to see just how ruthless Nino Brown's character is. This guy is methodical, cold, calculated, and one of my favorite movie villains of all time. Nino Brown is iconic when it comes down to black culture. Before we had this guy or this guy, we had Nino Brown. And before I forget to mention, man, this movie has some dope ass quotables, man. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. I want to shoot you so bad. My dick's hard. Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. I love this movie. Wesley Snipes does an amazing job in this film, and he's played other significant prominent characters in other significant prominent movies, such as White Man Can't Jump and Spike Lee's Jungle Fever. Chris Rock also does a phenomenal job in this film, and he's grown to be one of the top 3 comedians of our time. Goes to show, man, doesn't matter what you do in drugs, man, you can be successful. This movie is lit. It's a classic for me. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, and I hope you check it out. Leave me a comment below. Like and subscribe. Peace.
I'm gonna shoot you so bad, my dick's hard.